Okay, this is our transfer learning model. Transfer during learning is how what we've learned in the past helps us process new information that we take in. So the new information and the old information come together in our working memory, and that combined learning we use in the future. And this isn't to be confused with transfer of learning, which is just how much the learner applies what they've actually learned. So there's two types of transfer that come with transfer during learning. One is negative transfer, and the other is positive transfer. So negative transfer is when a past learning interferes with the new learning, and positive transfer is when past learning helps the new learning.
Dang it. Continue, keep going.
Teaching for transfer is just using things that students like already and already have a positive association with to learn new things. So like using candy in math, using entertaining videos in class, or like learning a new concept through a song. There are different factors that affect transfer, and not one is more important than the other. Those factors are context and degree of original learning, similarity, critical attributes, emotion, and association.
When we're working with context and degree, we're talking about the foundation that the students already have. So if students have a strong foundation from third grade, they can move on to third grade and learn more, but without a firm foundation, it's a lot harder to learn. Next is our similarities. It's kind of learning things to things that are similar but not exactly the same. So it's like when we're learning to fly an airplane. Nobody goes up and just turns on the airplane and goes. We use flight simulators. So even though it may not be exactly the same, it's similar. Next is our attributes. It's learning things about things by their main attributes. Like cats and dogs may be similar, but there's main things that we remember that make them different. So it's the same with the Greeks and the Romans. When we don't think about it, they're kind of similar, but there were huge things to make them different. Next is our emotions. Our positive and our negative emotions affect our learning, because if we have a negative emotion towards math, we can move on to the next math section, but we're still going to carry those emotions with us. Finally is association. It's when we learn things by comparing them. So when we learn division, we don't just start off with its own thing. We learn multiplication first because they're associated. They're the opposite of each other.
And so this is our transfer learning model, and that all comes together for
Our future use.